This is a story about two men, $1,000 budget, some marketplace bargains, the crazy boats that they built to drive across to a tropical paradise island that used to be called the Island of Death, where zombie apocalyptic monster-looking people used to live, but now sharks do. Enjoy the show. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Okay, so the weather is freaking terrible. It's predicted for 5 knots, it's blowing a gale. It's choppy as shit, it's raining. We could have picked a better day. So far odds aren't in my favour, but give it a go anyway. Sorry baby, conditions are treacherous. Trying to get to Peel Island. I'll keep you posted. Bon voyage. The rain's easing, which is pretty good. I'm not drenched yet. It's pretty good. We're out here, it's pretty open. We've got that temp gauge here. Just put our hand in there, see how hot it is. The water goes too fast, so I've added this brake line clamp to slow things down a bit. It's great. So far so good. We had our first encounter with a big boat. The wake off them is what you'll worry about. Other than that, it's pretty good out here. If it stays like this, I'll be happy. Motor seems good, not too hot. We're all happy days. Over and out. Update. I don't want to keep turning the motor off, but there's a yacht in the way. So far so good. Motor seems happy. Whole 6 on a hold, ripping it. And our sun's come out, which is good. Hopefully it stays like that the whole way. Hopefully you can hear me. I see over there's all the. There's a yacht and there's a ferry over there. There's a lot of ferries out here going between the islands. Obviously, there's a big one over there. So. That could create havoc when I have to pass that wake. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Perfectly safe. interested in all the ferries and those cars and everything on those things. It looks quite an estuary because you've got islands on both sides. We're actually weaving between the islands, and yeah, it's I've got to let the motor cool down a little bit because what's happening is as we're bouncing over the waves, it's picking up air in the skin fitting underneath the boat, and it's got the jet feed off the top, but I think that's just brushing straight off the top. So I put that clamp on that to slow it down, but the motor is still getting pockets of air in it. So when you first slow down, it's like spitting air and water, and it's not hot because there's no steam coming out of it. It's just, you can feel the heat behind you. But there's Komakocho bloody island or something up here will be our last point, and then it's sort of open water. There's a little island here. We're going to go around on the inside, even though it's a bit longer. It's just that is over there is quite open water, as you can see, which we are going to have to cross at some point. But we're just going to keep to the safest way while we can. Let the motor cool down a little bit, and it's just hard to find a speed that everything's happy, but it's not so bad just yet. And let's check fuel. See the fuel gauge? Heaps of fuel. I'm hoping to get there in one tank because then I got one tank to get home. So, hoping to get there. Over and out. See, the water is getting greener, bluer. That out there is Kachimuldo Island, just there. That is the last island. Now we can go to the outside of that, which is that's the top of Stradbroke Island, North Stradbroke. You can see there's a storm right there, which is where the open water, that's the part where we got to cross the ocean. It's pretty easy out here. I'm a bit drenched because of the wind and the water, but now it's going to be bad out there. Now we can go this way, which is on the inside of the island, which will just lessen our time in open water, but it is longer. Which we just had the same scenario with the last island, but I think we'll take that option again because it's a fair way from out there to paddle back or anything, and it could be pretty rough. So we're going to run inside that island there and then see what the last bit of rough water is like. So far, Holden 6 is happy. Just purring like a kitten. She's loving it, but that storm is a little concerning. This is Kachimuldo Island. I hope we're going bilge pump's going good. We've got our electric heating pump, cooling pump on there. It's nice warm water coming out, so we'll let it cool down. We're spilling a bit of fuel out that breather, but that's okay, very minor. Our fuel gauge, yep, we have got a good amount of fuel there. Oh, splashed a bit out of there. So hopefully that's not too bad. We'll let that cool down. And yeah, little jet boats forever. Love it. And get ready for the big leg. The wind is crazy, some big storms out there too, but we've come a bit of a ways and we're doing good. turning it over, there's no reason why it shouldn't start. I just don't want to keep turning it over because we don't have a battery power. We do, we have a big battery, but we just don't want to waste it out here. 12.6, we should be good. Hopefully it's just wet plug and it's just a fussy old engine maybe. Maybe the plugs are a little oiled up, running for so long. I didn't bring a plug socket. Anyway. Didn't even bring a screwdriver to stick in the plug lead to see what it's not ideal. old motor. Everything on it leaks oil. And over a drive like this, everything's covered in bloody oil. We've got no spark. Let's just try that again. Okay, no spark. No spark. Won't keep turning it over until we figure out why we've got no spark. That's not cool about that. Water crashing over. Motor button's good. Still in there at least. It's Cuchamaldo Island, and the bloody 6-cylinder Holden, everyone knows I don't have much of an affection for him, has died. And Jeff and Shaggy have offered to kindly tow me back to their house. They live on this island here, which is really cool. And they're gonna help me get this thing going again. What do you think the problem is, Jeff?
No spark, mate.
No spark.
That spark will laugh.
We're gonna try to fix this thing on an island. So this channel's getting better and better. Well, of all the things that, hey, of all the things that could fail, dirty old 6-cylinder Holden don't run no more. There's something electrical, just got no spark. And these guys actually live on this tiny little island, and they could have towed me over to the mainland there, which is not far, but they would prefer the adventure, so they've offered to tow me to their house on Cuchamaldo Island, where he's got all the tools, possibly a spare coil. So hopefully he reckons we might be able to get the thing going and possibly get back to getting to Peel Island. Fingers crossed. Legit.
We're on. There we go.
We might have broke down on an island, but we broke down the right island. This is Jeff's FB, EKFB, 6-cylinder Commodore. It's an EK, is it, Jeff? Yeah. Righto.
62.
Beautiful. 62. Yeah. So the Commodore conversion, motorbox and diff. Beautiful old panel van. Check out the old Woody, old timber speedboat, the 308 in there. So we've got plenty of parts to get the boat going again. We've got the man to do it. Check out Jeff's floor pan. That's awesome. Everyone's getting behind the jet boat. So here we are. I don't know if you can see it. Jeff's doing some wild stuff here. He's sitting at the front. No one's sitting in the back. No one's steering the boat. Jeff's towing me back to Australia. Oh, here he goes, he's got it. Yeah, just bailing the boat out. Jeff's a seasoned, very seasoned boatsman, and a lot more than me. He doesn't want to get up on the bow there and steer. I think because that big fat heap of shit there is pulling his boat nose heavy, so he's trying to get up the nose and weigh it down, and he's trying to steer the boat from the nose, but it's not quite working. It's a little bit of a zigzaggy ride. But here he goes again. Here we go. Jeff's up the nose. He's got it this time. Interesting story. While we were on the island, the police barge turned up. In the Kia detective car and everything, and we obviously had some business on the island, which is good. The police in the island, there's no police in the island, so they have their own barge to get across. It's a hell of a vessel, very powerful machine, and they got up their detective car off, went around the island, and I guess dealt with whoever they had to deal with. And yeah, Jeff had a couple of missed calls while we were trying to fix this jet boat, and so he called him back, and it was the police. And the police said, "Hey Jeff, is that your boat we see beside that jet boat?" And he said, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, your rego label on the side of your boat is too small. You know, they make bigger letters." So they caught him a few times. Apparently, he was saying. So they're onto him about the small lettering on his boat. And then they asked him, "You reckon that jet boat's going to go today?" And he said, "No, we can't get a distributor module for it." And then apparently they asked, "How does it go?" And they said, "Does it go like a cut snake?" And so they were pretty interested. The police and the big barge and the detective car and stuff, and they were, I think, more interested in Jeff for some reason or another. But yeah, they're going back to Australia, the mainland, which is where we're headed. And then I've got a bit of a journey, because I've got to get someone to go and get my boat trailer to put this boat on, and my truck, from my truck, take it off and bring it up here, which is a good hour drive from by car up the motorway from where I left it, and then we can get the boat and trailer back to the truck and swap it all over. It's going to be a late one, but yeah, what an adventure. And we're just getting back now to where I started, which is, sorry, where I finished. That's where the boat didn't start again, which is just over the edge there. But apparently I was only 8 kilometres from Peel Island, from the boat ramp there, so it's probably only 6 or something, not far. I've screenshot the map, so I'll be able to keep you posted on that. But yeah, I'm wet. We've tried everything we can. Massive thanks to Reese, Shagger, I think his name was, and Jeff. There's a couple other blokes there, I didn't catch their name, but the whole crew on Coochie Mulder Island have been super helpful. And even though I didn't get to Peel Island, you'll be able to see Peel Island in a second. Even though I didn't get to Peel Island, I tell you what, this was actually more fun than probably getting to Peel Island. I can see Peel Island, I'm that bloody close, it's not funny. And yeah, but the adventure's been way more fun. Look, Jeff's got the 20 pins, and Jeff's not steering. He's up the front. He's got this, mate. He's done this before. He's all over it. Making our way back across the mainland. It's not that far across here. We're getting a bit out of control. Turn a little to the left, Jeff. You might have to go for the tiller. Hang on. No, Yep. Yeah, he's gonna have to hit the tiller. There we go. Whoa, shit. Well, and out there is Peel Island. It's just around the back there. You can't quite see it, but as you can see, that's open ocean out there. It's not quite open ocean. It is still the bay, but there's a gap between the two islands, which makes it very open. So the shitty part is the wind's dropped off and it's dead flat. It would have been the perfect opportunity to cross that bit of ocean. Anyway, we're nearly there, over and out. Out here on Moreton Bay this afternoon, but I didn't quite get there. But you know what? I'm not spoiling anything because you're not going to believe how this all unfolded. Wow, what an adventure. The weather's beautiful now. It wasn't beautiful all day. But yeah, the module in the electronic distributor, I raved about that electronic ignition, putting it in, because it made the boat run so much better, but it failed. So coil's good, everything's good. A lot of people, the people of the island where I got shipwrecked were amazing. Couldn't have asked to meet better people to help me out. Everyone was getting in, having a go, trying to help me fix the boat. Well, I actually wasn't doing anything. They were trying to fix the boat. I was watching, taking it all in. So yeah, they're awesome people. We had a few beers, we had a big adventure, and it's been a good day nonetheless that I didn't quite get there. But it's been more of a fun adventure than actually getting there, so maybe these things happen for a reason. There you go. Peel Island attempt. Here's my ride right now. He's come to get me. So I'm filthy, I'm covered in oil and shit, and what an adventure. Thanks Jossie for coming to get me, and I'll explain all that later.